In this video we are going to start from the drawing part. So we are going to use this pencil, is 2H. I like to start first with the part of the head. In this case it's going to be the hat. Now this is the part that is very important, the eyes. I think the eyes define so much about the personality of the character you're drawing, so I like to make like big eyes, very expressive. Okay, so this continue. I think this can be bigger, so let's make bigger this part. You can have that size, small, or you can make bigger, it's up to you. But I will make a little bigger this part. Okay, now we have our bird ready. So it's cooking. It's a chef, you know. So we are going to draw this part. We don't want this to be so close to the bird, so we're going to raise a little bit this part to draw a little further, like at least some distance, because too short is not good. So yeah, this, and we can draw this part. Remember that this drawing doesn't have to be perfect, because at the end we are going to erase this part, because the idea is to paint with watercolor. But it's good to draw first to have a better idea that how it's going to be the final result. Okay, we'll put this some circles here, and then here, like for the oven area. Okay, so now we have this done, and then we are going to erase this part because we're going to start painting with watercolor. The idea is to still be able to see the lines. So it's good to have something like this, okay, in which you can put all the colors that you want to use. It's faster, I think, and it's more, I don't know, efficient because you already have everything you want to, and then you start painting. So I will, since this is some watercolor that I used before, is dry. So this is very good about the watercolor, that you can just put some water here, and you can use this again, you know, like that. If we use a little more of water, the color is going to be lighter, as this one. That's why here I add a little more, because I want this to be darker than this part. this dry and continue painting other part. So we are going to go with the body of the bird. So when we finish to use one color, it's good to clean, to avoid combine with other colors. So like that. And I will use this part. Put some water here, and then I mix that with that, and a little bit more. Okay, so we have this done. We have the color we want ready. Here I can add a little of water to make this lighter, this part. Okay, we finished this part. So now that we let this part dry, we are going to continue painting this. So I will clean again, and I want to put here color red. Since we want this become darker like this, like more colorful, we are going to put a little more of water here, and we are going to use this and to mix it here. More like that. Okay. Then when we have the color we are looking for, we can use here. Like that. Okay, I will take this orange and put here. But okay, this part is smaller, so I want to use another type of brush. For this, I will use this one. This is number 0. Okay, this is from Winsor & Newton. We'll start. Okay, so in this case I will use the Watercolors Sennelier brand, because this is the pigment I'm looking for, this one and this one. So we'll make a mix here, a little water here too, and a little more of water to make it lighter. It's good to use 300 grams of the weight of the paper. I like to use Canson brand 300 grams because it's better for watercolor painting, since we use water for this. And if we use less, like for example 180 grams, it's not going to be good enough for watercolor. So we can add some more colors here now that this is wet. So I will put a little of purple. Yeah, I want to add a little of purple, so put a little water, a little of purple here, and then I will add here like that. Like it is still wet, we put a little of another color, so it's going to mix like this, which I find interesting. A little more of water, then to mix like that. Then here we continue. More water. Here as well. Then we left this part dry, and then we are going to come back here when this is already dry. I will use a little of purple with blue. I will mix this. This one, number 0, and this. now that we have this part dry, time to paint. Since this is a smaller area, we're going to use the number 0 for this part as well. And I will add green. Well, it's preparing a soup. So we're going to use, because this is a little bigger area, we're going to use this, the number 8. Oopsie, drops a little of water here, so no problem, we just take this. Okay. If you have an accident like that, you just have to use immediately something like that to dry, to absorb the water. Yeah, then we can use a little more of color here. It's going to be a soup. Okay, let's put this color. I think it's nice. This color. So we let here dry as well, and we are going to make this better since a little of water came there. Okay, let's find the color. This is the color I use here. So what's here? To fix this part, we are going to clean very well this, just in case in this part when you are changing another color. Yes, it's better to make this, because sometimes even if you use water, the color can still be in the brush. You can mix the color without your intention, of course, so it's very good to check that. Okay, now we are going to use this yellow here to fix this part, in case that you have this accident in the future, or just you know what to do now. Just take this immediately, absorb that, and then fix it back, and then time to paint. Okay, like that. We let this dry, and now time to paint here. It's time to paint the floor, right? Because it's like floating. So time to paint that. For that, we are going to use another brush, which is the number 8. Trying to clean very well, just in case, you know. And here, since we are using purple, blue, could use something similar. A little of this mixture, a little of green with this color as well. That, and then time to paint. when we paint, we have to be careful that any part is without color. Like every detail we need to check. Black liner, this is Molotov, 0.05. So to make this part. I want to make some details here. We are going to use some watercolor colors. Yeah, sounds like, oh, what's watercolor? No, it's not just watercolor, it's a special type of colors that we normally use, but are watercolor style. So, to make this part. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, these are the watercolors. Now that it's totally dry, because we need to be careful with that, let's choose the colors for this. Here we use a little of yellow. Some vegetables.